Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Guru. So this is the brief profile of Ms. Deepa Bhatt. Guru Vidushi Deepa Bhatt started learning Bharatanatyam at a very tender age of 8 under the tutelage of Vidushi Vandya Srinath, completing her Vidvat with distinction. She pursued her training in Kalakshetra style under Guru Sri Krishnamurti of Kalakshiti, Bengaluru. She is a recipient of several national and state scholarships for Bharatanatyam. She is a graded artist of Bengaluru Doordarshan and also the Song and Drama Division of New Delhi. She was selected as a young artist in 2003 by the Tamil Nadu government. She has many solo and group performances both at the state and the national level to her credit. Vidushi Deepa Bhatt has won many awards. I'm going to name some of them. Miss Elegance in Creative in the year 2003, Karnataka Kalakshri 2004, Best Citizens Award 2008, Natya Priya in 2017, Natya Kala Pravina in 2019. Very recently, she's won Bharatamuni in 2020, and there are many more to her credit in the list that I have. From an academic standpoint, she's done her MCA. Post that, she's also done her Masters of Fine Arts in Bharatanatyam. She is an examiner for the state for Bharatanatyam examinations. She is training young children in this divine art in her own school, which is Nritya Kutira. And to her credit, she has trained more than 100 children to date. Ms. Deepa Bhatt, it was really a privilege for me to introduce you. And like the others, I also look forward to your program today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, may I invite Deepa Bhatt to speak and to unfold her lecture demonstration.
Thank you, Ravi sir. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Actually, this is actually a long pending task, I think I have to tell, because Ravi uncle was telling me from so many days that I will be calling you for some function and all. So I don't know, unfortunately, it could not happen. And I think we are all meeting like this virtual meeting. So I don't know. Anyway, as a one way, it's good that I can present some of my videos and all through this platform. I am very happy to see you all, Rotary members. I'm very happy to be here as one of the guests. Thank you. Let me start actually. I thought of presenting two dances. So first I will be starting about the little brief about what is Bharatanatyam. 1 minute.
All the screen sharing issues are all sorted out, right?
I think it's there. Yeah. Okay. So can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a brief about origin of dance, how dance came into existence. Yeah. So what is Natya? Natya, you all know that we have, I think India is very privileged to have 8 classical dances of India. So that is our culture. And we have such a big culture. Since ancient times, Natya has occupied a prominent place in India. So dance has been the most appealing and yet the most challenging among the other arts. Dance is a language, a medium for the expression of various ideas and entities. So it portrays the various moods of this world through facial expression and limb movements. So you all know that Brahma is the one who created Natya Veda. So he meditated and he created, he took the elements from each Veda, the 4 Vedas. So I'm going to tell that in the future. So before that, first let us know how dance came into existence. So long ago, when the world was filled with adharma in the form of Arishad Varga, that is the six dreadful enemies of a man, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara. So Indra, with the leadership of Indra, all the gods approached Lord Brahma. So Brahma meditated and he took element from each Vedas, that is speech from Rig Veda, music from Samaveda, and Abhinaya from Yajurveda, and Rasa from Atharva Veda. He combined all these things. There's a saying that there's a shloka, Jagrahe Patyam Rigvedat, Samabhyum Sangeetam Evacha, Yajurvedat Abhinayan, Rasan Atharvanadapi. So that is the meaning of that, combining all these Vedas, the elements from each Veda. He combined, he created the Natya Veda, which is also called as Panchama Veda. Then he ordered Indra to give this to a person who is capable to handle this, because it has a lot of energy is required and too much of memory power and practice, and each and everything is related with this. So Indra thought that this the right person is Bharata. So Bharata, he got this Natya Veda. Then they performed. So he's the Bharata Muni. So first, initially, the Natya Veda had 36,000 verses in Sanskrit. Then it was unable to understand by the common people. So they made it to only next move on about, it is my first piece about Nataraja. So as we all know that Nataraja is the god of dance. So we all pray Lord Nataraja. Angikam bhuvanam yasya, vachikam sarva vangmayam, aharyam chandra taradi, tam numaha satvikam shivam. So it says that his whole body is the whole, his body is the whole word, whose speech contains all the languages which we speak out. Then his ornaments are moon and stars, and we bow to such Satvika Shiva before we start the dance. So let us know what the hands of the Nataraja stands for. Damaru Hasta, that is the right hand, which he creates a sound. So that is the creation or the Srishti. Abhaya Hasta is for the protection. And then he holds left hand Agni, that is for the destruction, and he holds left hand is for the Gajahasta or Dandahasta. So the basic meaning is whoever comes to my feet, I will bless them. So that is a little significance about the Lord Nataraja. So you can see that he has three eyes. So right eye signifies sun, left eye signifies for moon, middle eye for Gnana Netra or the wisdom. So his ears stands for the Omkara. His smile is the destruction of evil. Hair is the wisdom or intelligence. Sacred thread is the philosophy or the faith. Garment is the Vedas. Tiger skin or the elephant skin he holds, it's for controlling the anger. Snakes, it controls the jealousy. And anklets is for bravery. So this is the small description. And also you can see that there is a small, he holds his left leg on a small, some people ask me like the small kuti, my students will be asking me, why ma'am Nataraja is standing on a baby? So that is not actually a baby. It is actually a demon. Also, it signifies for arrogance and the ignorance of all the human being. So he destructs by standing on that and protects the well-being. So that is the meaning of that. And you can see the around the circle. So that is the Jwala Mala Prabha Mandala, which also says that death and rebirth. It's a cycle of death and rebirth. So that is a small description about my dance, which I'm going to show you next. 1 minute. Okay, now I will be presenting you a dance on Shiva.
A recital with a composition which is mainly Abhinaya set to Raga Sumana Saranjini Aditala, a Kannada lyrics of Vidwan Sri Karthik Hebbal. Ishane Kailas. ಭಯಹರನೆ ಸಲಹೋ ಈಶನೇ ಕೈಲಾಸನಾಥನೆ ಕೃಪಾಕರನೆ ಭಯಹರನೆ ಸಲಹೋ ಈಶನೇ ಕೈಲಾಸನಾಥನೆ ಕೃಪಾಕರನೆ ಈಶನೇ ಸಾರಂಗಧರ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಅರ್ಧನಾರೀಶ್ವರ ಪ್ರಭು ಸಾರಂಗಧರ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಅರ್ಧನಾರೀಶ್ವರ ಪ್ರಭು ಚಂದ್ರಮಹುಡಧರ ಚರ್ಮಾಂಬರಧರ ನೀಲಕಂಠರೆ ಪಾಹಿ ವಿಭೋ ಚಂದ್ರಮಹುಡಧರ ಚರ್ಮಾಂಬರಧರ ನೀಲಕಂಠರೆ ಪಾಹಿ ವಿಭೋ ಈಶನೇ ಕೈಲಾಸನಾಥನೆ ಕೃಪಾಕರನೆ ಭಯಹರನೆ ಸಲಹೋ ಈಶನೇ ಭಯಹರನೆ ಪಾಪಗಳ ನೀಗಿಸು ಶುಭಹರನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನನು ಕಳೆ ಭಯಹರನೆ ಪಾಪಗಳ ನೀಗಿಸು ಶುಭಕರನೆ ಕಷ್ಟಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳೆಯೇ ಮೃಗಧರನೆ ಹೃದಯದಿ ಶಶಿಧರನೆ ಮೃಗಧರನೆ ಹೃದಯದಿ ಶಶಿಧರನೆ ತಾಂಡವವ ಗೈ ತರಿತಜಂ ತರಿತಜಂ ಮೃಗುತರಿತ ಮುಕುತರಿತ ತಗಜಹುತಂ ತರಿತಜಂ ತರಿತಜಂ ಮೃಗುತರಿತ ಮುಕುತರಿತ ತಗಜಹುತಂ ತರಿತಗ ಮುಕುತರಿ ಜಣುದ ಜಿನಿತ ಜಿನಿನ ದೊಂಗಿನ 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 ಮುಕುತರಿ ಜಣುದ ಜಿನಿತ ಜಿನಿನ ದೊಂಗಿನ 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 ಕೈಲಾಸನಾಥನೆ ಕೃಪಾಕರನೆ ಭಯಹರನೆ ಸಲಹೋ ಈಶನೇ ದೀನರ ಪೋರೆವ ಸಭಾಪತಿಯೇ ದೀನರ ಪೋರೆವ ಸಭಾಪತಿಯೇ ದೈನ್ಯದಿ ಬೇಡುವೆ ಬಡಿಪಾರೆಯ ತಾಯು ಮಾನವನಾಗಿ ಕೂಸನು ಪೋರೆದೆ ತಾಯು ಮಾನವನಾಗಿ ಕೂಸನು ಪೋರೆದೆ ಎನ್ನನಿ ಪಾಲಿಸೆಯ ಬಂದು ಉದ್ಧರಿಸೆನ್ನ ಕದಪಗರನೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷವ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ನಟರಾಜನೆ ಬಂದು ಉದ್ಧರಿಸೆನ್ನ ಕದಪಗರನೆ ಮೋಕ್ಷವ ಕರುಣಿಸೋ ನಟರಾಜನೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಕ ಮಾನವ ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿದ ಘೋರ ರೂಪ ಭಯಂಕರನೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಕ ಮಾನವ ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿದ ಘೋರ ರೂಪ ಭಯಂಕರನೆ ಭಸ್ಮಾಕರುಣ ಮಾಲಾಲಂಕೃತ ತ್ರಿನೇತ್ರನೇ ಲೋಕನಾಥನೆ ಭಸ್ಮಾಕರುಣ ಮಾಲಾಲಂಕೃತ ತ್ರಿನೇತ್ರನೇ ಲೋಕನಾಥನೆ ಲಿಂಗ ರೂಪನೆ ಭುಜಂಗಮಾಲನೆ ಮಂಗಳಾಂಗನೆ ಮಹೇಶನೆ ಲಿಂಗ ರೂಪನೆ ಭುಜಂಗಮಾಲನೆ ಮಂಗಳಾಂಗನೆ ಮಹೇಶನೆ ಮೌನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೌನದಲ್ಲಿ ಓಂಕಾರವ ಮೊಳಗಿಪ ವೇದರೂಪ ಭಗಂಡೇಶನೇ ಮೌನದಲ್ಲಿ ಓಂಕಾರವ ಮೊಳಗಿಪ ವೇದರೂಪ ಭಗಂಡೇಶನೇ ಹರ ಹರ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಹರ ಹರ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಹರ ಹರ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಹರ ಹರ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಮಹಾದೇವ ಶಂಭೋ ಶಂಭೋ ಶಂಭೋ
So that is my first piece about Shiva. So before I start the next piece, I think there is some break. If you have anything to ask regarding this dance or anything, you can ask. Ravi sir?
Sorry, I'm still sorry. I wanted to ask you one question, Deepa, on
Yes,
behalf
sir.
of this title which you got, Vidushi. Just tell us more about how you get this title. How does
So in Bangalore or especially in Karnataka, we have the examination system like junior, senior, Vidvat. So the junior is the first preliminary exam kind of thing. So when they finished at least on 5 to 6 years of practice, like Adavu, Alaripu and all, they will take the junior exam. And after junior exam, they will do the 3 years, there will be a gap. And then they have to take the senior exam. Then after the senior exam, there will be 2 Vidvat exams. So actually first, before when I did my Vidvat exam, it was 1998. So at that time, it was only 1 year. But nowadays, it has become 2 years simultaneously. So if you take like this year, if you do 2020, if you're taking the Vidvat first year, next year you have to take the Vidvat second year. So there will be so many items related with the dance. It might be Nritta, Abhinaya piece, and they will tell you to choreograph also on spot, or they will give you a jati. For that, we have to choreograph, or if they have to, they will say that some Dashavatara story, we have to enact that. So all these things will be there. So they will test the ability of a dancer. Then after when you finish this Vidvat exam, they will give you can put the title as Vidushi. So that is how. And actually, if you want to take a dance class, if you start your own dance class, you have to have this Vidushi before you. Then only you're able to take the dance class. So that's how. 1998, I did my Vidvat, and in 2004, I started my institution. So that is my also almost 15 years. I'm running my dance institution, and I have almost 150 to 200 students who are learning under me, and I have 3 branches in Bangalore. That's it, sir.
Hello.
I must congratulate one of our.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hi, Deepa. This is Prashant Nair.
Hello, sir. Tell me.
Hi. I'm just very happy that we are doing this program because I don't know if you heard about the Natya Priya Academy of Padmini Ramachandran. Which was
of course, sir. I do. She's a senior teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mother was a founder along with Padmini Ramachandran back in the day.
Oh, okay.
And at that time, we did not, as children, my sisters, they all did the Arangetram and everything. But everything was, much more mellowed down. But I just wanted to ask you, in terms of a learning as a person, what does this dance teach you as a person, as a personality? How does it affect you or, help you? That's what my question is.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It's a wonderful question, actually. I want to tell that, actually, to all my students, I will be telling the same thing. So dance is not only for performing on the stage. It really improves your personality development. So you will learn more about your culture and about the God. And also, like so many stories which are involved with our Indian culture, like mythological stories, agirbodu, other things, so many things are there. So which we will learn that. And also we get that Guru Parampara, they say, right? So we have that respect for our elders. So always we take the blessings from the God and from the elders. So all these things, cultural background. So we will be learning all these things along with the dance. See, being a teacher, and I learned from my Professor M.R. Krishnamurthy. He is from Kalakshetra, Chennai. So Kalakshetra, when I'm telling about Kalakshetra, I just want to tell that this was built by Rukmini Devi Arundel. So during, at that time when everything was British was overpowered, So at that time, the dance was treated like a very low. So and there is a Devadasi system was there, and Devadasi means they have to dance only in front of the god. So at that time, Rukmini Devi Arundel, she is from a Brahmin family, so they were not supposed to dance. So she took it as a challenge, and she took the training from Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai. At the age of 33, she started dancing. And afterwards, after practicing for three to 4 years, she danced in front of the whole gathering. And there were a lot of opposition for that performance because she is from a Brahmin category and she is dancing. So that is the main thing. And so many people were against to that. But she took it as a challenge, and she created that Kalakshetra. It's an institution in Chennai. Still, we have that also. And she gave heritage or homage for all the artists who were deprived of this because of the British ruling. So from that family, and my teacher, Kittu sir, is a direct disciple of Rukmini Devi Arundel, and it is a Gurukula system in Kalakshetra. So they don't have anything. So from morning 5:30 to evening 7 o'clock, they just do dance. And with the dance, they will be learning the literature, Tamil literature irbodu, music irbodu, and all the other things which they learn that. So I am from the same Kalakshetra style, and I am also learning the same thing. And whatever my teacher has taught, so I am teaching to my next generation. So right now you can see that there are so many Western dances there, and so many other Western influences coming up. So in this way, I think that classical dance like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, or any other classical forms or vocal music, so these things of it might not be a hobby. We have to make our children learn that, so that automatically they will learn the rich culture of our India, and they will do that. And also dance and music, when you learn that, it improves your memory power and also concentration. And all my senior students who have done their engineering and the masters and all, they are the very good in academics also. And being myself, I'm also engineer and MCA graduate. And my parents never told me no during second PU or 10th standard. So because this is the right platform, being this, because nowadays students are getting influenced by seeing all the mobile use or TV. They will be watching always, right? So instead of that, just 1 hour or 2 hours, if you learn dance or music, so that is really helpful for your well-being or personality development. That's what I felt. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepa. My mother and Mrs. Ramachandran will be very happy. I think I should get my daughter also soon into that. Thank you so much.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Any other questions or anything?
We'll possibly have maybe a few questions after your second show.
Okay, sir. Okay, sure. So can I continue with my second presentation?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and talk about it, and then you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So next presentation, I will be presenting a Navarasa piece on Devi. As you all know that we recently celebrated Dasara. So Dasara means Devi, Chamundi, and Amba, Parvati. We call her so many names. So this piece actually I selected for one of my online performance. It's about the stories for each rasa. So Navarasa, I will be talking about that. Let me share that screen with you all. Navarasa means the 9. Yeah. So 9 emotions or 9 moods of a person. I will be just telling the brief about each one. So you can see that 9 Nava, Rasa means or the essence. So these are the Shringara, Hasya, Karuna, Raudra, Veera, Bhayanaka, Bibhatsya, Adbhuta, and Shanta. So I will be telling about each shloka or each rasa one by one. Shringara is the rasa of love or the beauty. It is the king of all the rasas. So as you all know, Shringara rasa is very much, this is the main essence of all the dance items what we do. So she is my student Sunidhi. She is also here in this meeting. Next is Hasya. It's about the rasa of joy, human or humor, laughter. All these things are depicted with Hasya rasa. Next is Karuna. It's compassion or sadness. Next is Veera. It's for bravery, or you can show the self-confidence. Bhayanaka. Bhayanaka means fear or anxiety, worries. All these things are shown with that Bhaya. Next is Raudra. Raudra means angry or most violent things. Bibhatsya is disgust or not happy with anything. Adbhuta is the wonder or surprising. Then Shanta, it's just the peace. So each these rasas have a color depicted in Natya Shastra, and also there is a presiding deity for each color. So like Rati, so rasa is Shringara rasa, color is gray, actually it's green, and deity is Vishnu. Hasya rasa is depicted by white color, and god is Pramatagana. Karuna is depicted by Asha, ash gray. Then Yama is the deity for that. Raudra is usually shown by red color, and Rudra is the deity. Veera is silver, and deity is Mahendra. Bhayanaka is black color. Usually we show with black color, and Kala is the deity. Bibhatsya is blue color. Mahakala. Adbhuta is yellow, and Brahman is for the deity. Shanta does not have any color or anything. Usually, Natya Shastra, according to Bharata's Natya Shastra, there were only 8 rasas. So Shanta was added later. So I will be showing you one piece about all these rasas, and I have taken a story for each, like depicting a story of Devi. Let's see that now. One minute, please. Sorry.
Deepa Bhatt has chosen to present a Devi Kruti in the second and concluding part of her performance, set to Radhamalika in Aditha.
You to increase the volume, Deepa.
Yeah.
Srimati Jayalakshmi. Took several forms to destroy asuras and to protect the devatas and her devotees. The song narrates the Navarasa Bhava of Parvati through various stories based on Puranas associated with her. While the Veera is being shown by vanquishing the demon Mahishasura by Chamundeshwari, the Karuna Bhava by unfolding the story of Annapurneshwari, Hasya on seeing Ganesha's elephant face, Bhaya, Shiva drinking the poison, which creates Bhaya in Parvati when she looks at Shiva in that state, Vibhatsya, when Parvati drinks the blood while killing Raktabijasura, and the Raudra on seeing Ganga on Shiva's head. She goes through the emotion of Adbhuta by watching the birth of Subramanya. Finally, in the Shanta, a demeanor of peaceful and meditative mood. Nada Nritya Priye Jagadeshwari, Navarasapurne Namami Shankar.
May I request the general body to continue the meeting for another 5 minutes? Please, thank you.
Hello? Is it
Yeah.
exceeds the time? Because
No problem.
another five
You
more
finish the.
minutes is there. Shall I?
Go ahead. Finish it. Finish the
Okay,
program.
okay. Okay, yeah, thank you. So that's about Navarasa Devi, Navarasa Lalite. I think hope you all understood. You understood by the stories. That's why I selected this piece, because it is in the story format. So each rasa is depicted with the story of a devi. So I hope you all understood my dance.